can't do it. Hi guys.
Hi.
So today I finally have Phumudzo here. Like after bullying, after such a, I could say, like, I've been trying, guys, to get him to just come sit with us, because this is not, it is a big deal, but it's not a big deal.
It is. I'm not really used to being on the screens, honestly.
Maga, it's not MTV. It's not MTV.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, guys, I have hair on today. Oh, somebody. Either way. So,
Ouch.
from what?
I can look from chit-chats with the hair.
What is the promise ring doing to you?
What's up on you?
Either way. So basically, the video is to explain to those who know. I've been doing September self-awareness on podcast. So basically, we're doing a recap on September self-awareness on YouTube, basically. So we're just gonna explain and just share our thoughts on self-awareness, and just explain what it is, like I did on the podcast the first time, and then hop into being intentional about the self-awareness. So I read a description to you guys, but you guys were like,
Yo, the English. Huh? I know I'm a poet, Nick. Maraha.
let me just look for the definition, because now I removed it. But either way, the definition just threw them off. I was having a conversation with a friend of mine, and he's the one who not came up with the definition, but he's the one who said those words to me. And then Lina was blown away. So I was like, I'm definitely using this, because this is not only smart, but it makes sense.
It does.
So, in the essence of who you are, self-awareness lays foundation where no roots become more intimate than those of a mind, body, and spirit that have decided to coexist. So, in the essence of who you are, I literally repeated it even on podcast. Self-awareness lays foundation where no roots become more intimate, where nothing else becomes a part of you than what you, yourself, your body, your mind, spirit has agreed on. Does it make sense now?
Yeah, it does.
So what do you guys think of, what's your, when someone says self-awareness, what comes into your mind?
To me, it's being aware of who you are as a person and what you want now and what you want in the future at the same time. About not materialistically, but spiritually and mindfully, so mentally, so.
Well, being self-awareness, to me, what comes to me is that, like, having to know your abilities as a person, your capabilities, and that's one.
That's basically how to sum it up.
Yes.
Even self-love, right?
Yeah, just self-love. Like, the more you know about yourself, the more it is easier to be aware of
just
what shifts you,
what
makes you happy, what triggers you, what.
Just being self-aware.
So what do you think could be the worst case scenario of being self-aware? Like, what could be so bad about Alizwa being self-aware, or Jabule being self-aware, or even yourself being self-aware? What could be the bad side of self-awareness?
I think some people are cocky.
Yeah, being cocky, basically.
Being cocky and being egotistical. Yeah.
What do you think?
Being egotistical in which terms?
Like having a huge ass ego.
Like,
pride.
Yeah.
But I think I think it's just having to know where to draw the line.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because like I was saying yesterday, remember I was explaining yesterday, we had something to do yesterday, so I had to go to a group of people who I've been scouting, latterling, but no one has been taking me into consideration properly, and I was getting annoyed, and I was like, this is gonna cause me to go bitch mode on everyone, and no one's gonna understand that me deciding to be a bitch about the situation is me actually trying to get your attention because I've been nice this whole time. I've been coming to humbly so.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's just egotistic. Some people are really too egotistic just because they think, no, I'm self-aware. I know who I want. I know my worth. I know my worth. Like, I don't deserve the bare minimum. But let's be realistic.
Is your bare minimum another person's bare minimum? No.
Exactly.
So that's like draw the line. If I'm dealing with Phumudzo,
just be realistic.
I must know Phumudzo is not the person I can be egotistic with.
Yeah.
Understand? Like, okay, that's where the cockiness comes in. Being egotistic to you. I don't have a reason to be egotistic to you, so why am I being egotistic? That's just being cocky.
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
So those are the things I think another bad thing about being self-aware is, in my case, personally, I think I experienced being way self-aware that I couldn't be around people. Like, I couldn't. The way kids vanka thing, I felt like being around people, I analyze you fast. Like, I was so antisocial because I felt like I'm the only person I needed. No one else was going to understand whatever I could be, because no one puts enough effort in knowing me like I do in knowing myself.
Exactly true.
Does that make sense?
It does. It makes perfect sense.
I was simple thing, being friends with you guys, I had to, I'm not saying I had to stoop down, but I had to, Jablil, you have to be with people. You need people. You need to be with people.
I remember you saying like my social data depletes
Fast.
Like,
I can be there and be nice with everyone.
Saying that.
Like, unless we're here for a reason. Like, unless I am here to
work,
do something, work, school, whatever. I really have. After that, I'm done. Because I feel like no one is going to bring me the joy that I bring to myself.
Exactly.
No one is going to do that. So I think that is the other things with the other people. Being egotistic, I think it's healthy, and I think it's healthy to have a little bit of ego. Just know where to draw
the line.
Drawn.
Some people. What is an inside joke about me, by the way?
Should I explain?
No.
You don't want to go there.
No.
But it's not really. It's okay. The joke doesn't have the substance it has. It was just a matter of, I felt so dumb for a minute doing it.
What is she talking about?
What's happening?
Is there something that I don't know, of which I should be knowing of?
Yeah. Like, where's the drawing on my curtain? Either way, okay, she doesn't want us to explain the joke, but being intentional about being self-aware. What does that say to you? Like, I have my own. Basically, I just explained it in my. Basically, I just have my own idea of being intentional with being self-aware. So what does it mean for you guys?
Can you start explaining?
My So being intentional for me is the smaller things I do. Okay. The me waking up at 5 a.m. to meditate. The me actually looking into my soul. I have conversations with myself like I do with anyone else. Okay. Like, okay, whatever Phumudzo said to you today. Are you okay about that? Because I feel like no one is going to have the conversation with me.
Yeah.
True. No one is going to come to me and ask, did I hurt you?
True.
No one is going to come to me and ask, are you happy? You guys are going to ask yes, but no one is going to ask, or what can we do to make things better? So I'm the only person that can say to me, how are you? Where are you right now? Spiritually, mentally ill. What do you want to do about not being okay? Do you even want to act? Do you want to do something about it? Like, so that's me being intentional, self-awareness. Writing, I journal, I pray, I I take steps to try, because I'm a long, the yogas, the whatnot, anything that can just
excuse me,
lead me a step closer. So what's yours?
I feel like having to be intentional comes with having to do something, or most of the things, with purpose.
Yes, having a goal.
Because you have to, being intentional has to be, it has to do with having to, how can I say this? There's just a lot in my mind.
Just say it, then we'll try to dissect it.
Having to do things because you have, not because you have to do it, but because you have to.
You feel like
you
exactly.
yeah. Something that has to become willingness. You understand? Yeah. And I remember I think it was yesterday, my little sister was like to me, she questioned me, she was like, why do you most of the time talk to yourself? I'm like, you wouldn't understand.
Like, where do I start?
Where do I start explaining to 10-year-old, or why do I talk to myself? I told her that it's self-meditating, honestly.
Nice. Said, I've been asked the question and I was like, I'm my own friend. I was like, I can't have these conversations with anyone else.
Exactly. You have to be your own best friend, because nobody can correct you as much as you can correct yourself.
Yeah, it takes a lot to actually
reflection. Self-reflection. So
I feel like one day my little brothers will wake up and understand what I meant when I was saying I'm my own friend. They might even watch these videos and say, oh, so that's what she meant. Related to an extent. Oh, we can't tell her this now. Oh, so that's what she was doing when we were younger. So let's try it too. Let's embark on a self-awareness journey too. So that now you don't resent your mother for not listening.
True.
You don't, because that's how I started. No one was listening, and I was not prepared to be an angry child. Or no one is even caring to ask what's happening. So that's why I've always been. At first, I didn't know what it meant. I didn't know the significance of being self-aware meant, but I was doing it either way. Does it make sense?
It does.
Yeah, it does.
I didn't know it's
along
going to be a good thing for me. I was just doing it because I thought I should do it. And then Hannah Gonte, I was like, actually, this is important for me to keep doing. I have to grow within that. And then it became psychological
aspect
thing. Yeah.
Okay. So,
and what's your take on being intentional?
She didn't.
Was it? Yeah.
Mama, I think I didn't. Like,
you gave a piece of.
Yeah, I gave a piece. Like, what was the question?
What's your
being
take?
intentional. Being intentional is me having a goal and how I want to achieve it, and actually acting on it.
Exactly.
You know, because you can have a goal and you can even plan it, but there's no way everything, like, you're not even planning like to act on it. But me acting on it and being consistent on that, because consistency, it's a problem. It's actually a problem. But being consistent.
Yeah, I think I like
that.
As much as I'm self-aware, shame. One thing about me, I'll give myself a break. Like, I cannot. It has to be done. Yeah. If I'm not feeling okay,
You're not feeling okay.
It's not
you just have to drop it.
It's just not happening.
And then most of the time, like, consistency is important. Because if you're not consistent, you don't even get
to where you're trying to go.
Where you're trying to go.
To get to where you want to be.
You know? So, like, consistency is key. Lena, I've been working out
Now when I go on my period, I stop working out. Because, like, how am I going to work out when I'm not working out? Like, when my body is breaking.
So it's actually an example. Like, working out is actually an example. Some people reach their goal, their certain goal, because they were consistent. And some just don't, because they
get fat again.
You understand? So consistency is key. Like, it's not only on the working out part, but it's on everything in a way. So, like,
but mind you, consistency has to go with having to be driven. You cannot be consistent with something that
something has to be
that's why at first I say
but you can if you're forced to.
Having a goal.
If you're forced to.
But if you have a goal and you know, I need to reach this stage, I need this for myself, you know.
I'm trying to find an example of me being consistent about something that I personally don't care about, but I've seen how people view. For an example,
reading a book.
Okay. Kind of what happened. The podcast. Someone said to me, "Why are you not trying to push both of them together? I did the YouTube and then I let go of the podcast.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't do both of them together. I can try, but it won't be as consistent.
Mara, it's almost the same thing. It's
No,
just that
I get they're used to the podcast. They're not used to
The YouTube.
YouTube.
Now this person is asking her, I get your favorite hi. Oh, when are you coming back? Understand? And then the weirdest thing happened. Like years at the podcast, they started asking about the YouTube. Like another person asked about the YouTube. Now it feels like, oh my god, it's on my terms.
True.
You understand? I'm not doing it because I want to do it. I'm doing it because
you have to. Now.
Someone is looking at me to do it. And then now it's that thing. Even when I try to give up, even when I zama to give up, someone says you can't do that. You've taken
exactly.
It's
You
true.
drawn
Like,
our attention. It comes back to the word drawn.
You've drawn our attention. Like you can't. Wanna know? A lot of people are forcing me. The makeup. I do makeup every day. I don't, guys. I can't have makeup. Honestly speaking, to such an extent, I don't know if you've noticed. I said I want to stop wearing makeup on my face,
and I'm very, very against that.
Yeah, man. I have a pretty face under the makeup.
But
anyway,
like I'm against it. Yeah.
I know, but at the same time, it's getting to a point whereby I'm going to hate makeup. You understand? You can't make me do something every day that I'm not like. Find someone to do it. Not you, my mom. It's not you. How can you relate? Oh, she makes me do her makeup all the time. But it's not that I don't love makeup. It's that when I don't want to do it, don't make me do it. But now, because of I don't have the consistency to do it. I don't have the willingness to do it. But someone now is pushing me to do it every day. And sometimes it's like a shampoo. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Question.
Wait, let's do this. Do a pose. Another one. We don't have to take pictures after this. I'm just gonna screenshot those and then I'm gonna do thumbnail. And then I'm gonna do the thumbnail like the Okay, let's carry on.
Okay, that's the question. What drives you?
Me.
What drives a person to do whatever they want?
In closing.
And
we're rapping.
We're actually rapping.
Yay! We are drawing it up.
We're actually rapping.
We are drawing it up.
The whole video with this last question, like what draws you? What drives? I love it. What drives me? I love it. I love it.
What drives me at this point, guys?
I'm a joke. I'm a clown now.
No, you're not. You can be our clown, but you're not. At this point, I feel like people drive me. Like the people that watch these things, the people that guys, I have some of the cutest, and I city support. I'm not gonna say the supporters, they're my friends that see stuff that I don't see. That I would make you guys listen to a voice note that I recently got. Remember I told you about that thing that I just started doing? I can't talk about it. And then this person was like, I feel like I'm just always a step behind of you. But then now I see that person as someone that I wish I had their work ethic. Mariano like I make things happen. So I think that is my inspiration.
I actually understand that.
Yeah. So right now, at this moment, those kind of things. Remember I told you, sometimes I just sit and be like, what would Aleigh do?
In
like
my situation, if they were to come to the same situation.
As much as Luna Lebona, maybe I feel like the people around me, I use you guys to move forward. Sometimes I'm like, but don't say I can stop. So that is motivation enough to keep on going. Sometimes you don't need to find something within you.
Yeah.
True.
Because sometimes you're just a bit more damaged than you can actually motivate yourself. So I think right now, people, like everyone
drives you.
Yes.
So sad.
What drives you?
Honestly, what drives me is the situation that I find myself being in most of the times. You understand? Me having to want to change. Okay, but then this is not something related to like having to be self-aware.
Okay.
It's having to talk in general. Things that happen in general. that my situation that drives me to not want to be or not want to put people who are going to be in my future the very same situation that I am in right now.
Oh, so I think I understand this.
You understand where I'm going.
Yes.
So like that's what drives me mostly. Yeah.
Like you're doing this for a bigger purpose.
True. Not only for me but then
For anyone who's looking, basically. Like you can't give up
true.
on the kids, basically.
Yeah.
And the main reason I feel for us are the kids.
True.
Being the firstborns again.
So
we have to do another video
I
with
feel like
Phumudzo in it.
yeah. I feel like as
First
much
born,
as they're so young and they don't take us serious most of the time. But when there are questions that they ask and you're like, how mutu kanton shebile?
Yeah.
So it's those questions that they ask that make you want to unoyetse something productive and something that will actually make them be interested in just making better decisions, being better kids, I could say, or even trust you enough to involve you
in most of the
and
things.
being open and everything.
Yeah. So I understand what you're saying. Did you say why it drives you?
Okay, now.
Yo, I nearly said something so yo. I don't talk for the rest of my life, but anyway. Yo, so yeah, yo. I'm not trying to say you. Carry on.
Nah, that's right.
What drives
I'm
you?
a clown. Okay, now it drives me. It's the same as your guys. Like, it's the same, Jay. I'm not going to explain further, but it's actually the same.
But you did say ever since we started having not these talks but anything, but ever since your life has shifted between the life you've lived.
Yeah, it actually
You see
has
things
shifted because back then I didn't have a purpose. Now I feel like I act like a 25-year-old than my actual age. So I think that's
And I told you not to act like us because we want to act like you at some point.
True. True, so true.
We want to be stress free.
You want to be like you.
me, I want to leave the pot on the stove.
I do not want to be oblivion. Is it
We don't know. I don't know anymore.
Like, I don't want to be oblivious like I was before. Like, back then I couldn't even get anything done. Oblivious. I'll explain after.
With you, now I question my intelligence. Like, all the time.
But yeah, I don't want to be as oblivious as I was before because now I'm actually getting things done than I did back then. So that's actually what
life changing.
drives.
You've become a better person, so you just want to keep it going.
Right.
Keep it like
You want to draw
Be
it.
the best.
You want to keep drawing
And
it.
be my dream self. Like, be Laurie Harvey, girl.
That is so wrong because we know what you're talking about. But anyway, yeah. So this is basically what being self-aware is. It doesn't have to be something so boring. It doesn't have to be something and serious all the time. I don't think like people have this perception that I am
Very serious.
a black and white book all the time. I am the clowniest clown
so true.
we can find. Like, I'm not blowing my
If
own
a
word.
person has a conversation with you, be like, okay, she's serious.
Am I? I'm not serious. How many times?
No, she sometimes find jokes. Well, like she sometimes do find jokes within whatever situation that we are in. Just to uplift the atmosphere.
We can't always be mungo. Nah, guys, I'm not a serious person. I'm not an always serious person.
True.
You aren't. And what's actually good about you is that you can even conversate with everyone. And I can't even do that myself. Like.
Yo, this one time, she once switched up on everyone. Yeah, like, am I not the serious one? Yeah. Either way, guys. I guess, are you gonna join us again?
Most definitely.
Most definitely.
You go see a lot of me.
He's gonna be like, I'm sorry, I can't do it. Anyway, oh my god. Anyway, this week is burning me. Anyway, so bye guys. Until another time.
Give them an interesting conclusion when so we can get one.
They know what's under the wing. It's just that now it's hey no.
Yeah.
Guys. Bye
Oh
guys.
gosh,
No.
bye.